What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm going to do fast picks this week. Couldn't get to do it this week, moving some stuff around the house. I'm going to try to do this real quick. Apologize. We'll make it better next week. So last week went 2-2-2, another 500 week. I'll take the 500 because it was an ugly start. We lost, we lost with Miami at Chicago. Justin Field had a field day. We lost with Indy plus 5.5. I don't want to admit it on here, but I last second kind of flopped that pick. I went to change it with New England. You can't. Anytime a rookie plays against Bill Belichick, not in for a good day. So I did change that. But since I officially made it on here, that's a loss. We had two pushes, so two ties. We tied with Minnesota and Atlanta, and then we won with Seattle and Baltimore, even though I put back on my Instagram because I'm an idiot. Anyway, let's get to this week. I am going to start my picks here with the Tennessee Titans getting 2.5 points at home against the Denver Broncos. This is a Denver Broncos fade all day long. I just don't like the Denver Broncos. I hate them, in fact, and they're terrible. And Russell Wilson's dead. And that's all I really can say about that. I know Ryan. I don't think Ryan Tannehill is playing this week. You got to trust in Derrick Henry going to stop. I know Denver's defense is decent, but I just like the spot. Even if the backup quarterback there plays. So let's give me the Tennessee Titans to start us off. Next pick, Miami Dolphins at home to the Cleveland Browns. Look, the Cleveland Browns are done. Their season's over. I know they have a good defense, but again, this comes down to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. I don't know how you can stop those two. They should be. I really like the Dolphins, and their defense is decent. It seems to have been sliding the last couple weeks. They got trounced last week by Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears. I just think that they figured something out there in Chicago, and that's why they really took advantage of that. But I like the Dolphins in this spot. I just don't think Cleveland has enough to beat them and or cover. I like the Dolphins 3.5. It's a smaller number. The hook is interesting, but I'm going to take them this week. And speaking of the next game, we got the Bears minus 2.5. I just think that they're playing Detroit. They're home to Detroit. Home and versus Detroit. The Lions are deplorable. Their defense is the worst. They're almost the worst. I was reading something or maybe watching. They're like the worst defense in history. It's actually, and when you watch them, you can't disagree with that. They're insanely bad, and their offense is just kind of falling apart. They've been decent at home, but they just I don't like the Lions, excuse me, in any spot. Give me the Bears 2.5 points. Next spot that I love the Dallas Cowboys getting 4 points on the road in Green Bay because Green Bay sucks. Look, the whole NFC North sucks. Minnesota is decent, but in fact, that pick is interesting because they're playing it at Buffalo against a Josh Allen, maybe less team. Anyway, back to my pick here, Dallas. I just don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to move the ball against that defense. The Dallas defense is good, very good, and I just think 4 points is a gimme. Look what the Jets walked in there and did. They beat Green Bay by like 17 points a couple weeks ago. I think Dallas is a better team than the Jets, and they're going to walk in there, and I think it's going to get ugly. Give me the Dallas Cowboys. Next pick, I don't love this one, but KC getting 9.5 at home to the Jags. I just think this is a fade the Jag spot. Obviously, the powerhouse Mahomes, Kelsey. The Jags defense is good, but you're not going to be able to stop that machine. And Trevor Lawrence, I don't know. They seem to have regressed. The Jags. I really liked them at the start of the year. In fact, I was taking them a bunch, but not feeling them this week on the road in KC. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs minus 9.5. My last pick. I don't love any of it. I looking at the board here. I mean, you could take your pick at. I kind of like Niners. I almost want to take a shot at the Vikings. I won't lie, I have written down here the Vegas Raiders, but you know what? I just can't take it. I can't do it. But even though they're playing against, they're at home to the Colts, who have had maybe the worst week in NFL history, changing a coach, firing their coach on Monday. Um, they hire a guy out of nowhere, out of the TV booth, who doesn't never coached an NFL game in his life. He was coaching high school. They don't even have a play caller. They're starting their backup quarterback, who's played this is his third career game. It spells for screams to take the Raiders, but the Raiders are horrible. And this is a funny one. The last tweet from Jeff Saturday before he got hired was the Raiders are trash. So talk about revenge spot for the Raiders. But listen, Josh McDaniels, do something. Do something. Come on now. Show me something today, please. I mean, I feel like if you lose this game, you got to fire Josh McDaniels. End story. So I'm not going to take that. I'm going to take a stab at, let's see, final answer. Boy, final answer. On the spot, gun to my head. Give me the San Francisco 49ers minus 7.5. I don't love the hook. I hate the hook, in fact. But the Niners seem to be getting pretty healthy. Sounds like Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk are going to be playing today. They got Christian McCaffrey. The Chargers are banged up all over the place, missing offensive linemen. I don't even think they have a starting receiver in the lineup. Give me the Niners. So there's our picks. Titans minus 2.5. Dolphins minus 3.5. Bears minus 2.5. A lot of hooks this week. KC minus 9.5. And I'm also liking a lot of favorites. It's funny how that works. Dallas minus 4. Niners minus 7.5. In fact, they're all favorites. I don't love that. That spells for an L in there somewhere. But we're going to go with positive Jew. Thanks for watching. I'm going to whip this out. Sorry if it's not as entertaining, but we'll catch you next week. Cheers, guys.